Hello, this is my research proposal about the effect of children exposed to music in early stages of life. It's by Caitlin Abrams, me, and it is for Foundations of Music Ed with Dr. Guerrio. As for the justification, I wrote that I think many people don't really think about the importance of starting to expose a child. Ages newborn to 8. I only say 8 because a lot of sources have said that age 8 is prime time for children because they kind of absorb everything like little sponges. So I think it's good for them to learn music or other skills. And I think a lot of people don't want to start their children early because they think it's just like a skill or a hobby. And I know a lot of parents don't personally want to push their children to do something that they're not necessarily interested in. But I think that overall, just having them listening to music, whether it be a music teacher or musician overall, it doesn't just help for that. It helps with other areas of life too. The purpose is to gather information on the correlation between starting a skill early versus starting a skill later in life, and then the outcome of the performance of the skill or just academically and overall. I think the purpose of creating research behind a child's involvement in music regarding their age is just wanting to find out if starting them early in life is going to help them along the way, or if it doesn't really matter. Like I said, if parents have like a personal opinion, I think it'd be great to know if there's actually research behind children starting earlier and different outcomes and just their performance overall, whether that be in school or just in life. So for methodology, for the purposes of the study, I would first probably use a survey to gather participants for the study, and if needed be, maybe exclude any who don't meet the requirements that are put into place. I don't really know what they would be right now, and I'll get into it a little bit when I talk about limitations. After all the participants would be selected, they would begin a questionnaire that would include questions about like instruments they have played, the age they were exposed to music, their SAT scores, different like academic things, just everything overall. Limitations, I think some limitations would be that, like I said, you would have to maybe exclude some people. I think if I wanted to go even deeper with the study and not do just people overall and just like gathering people based on a questionnaire, I could study 2 different people. The only limitation would be that the 2 people could have very different lifestyles. They could have grown up in a different area, or if you're researching them from when they're young, there could just be things that could be like a factor, mental and even like physical issues, or even issues with family, like parents divorced, or just things like that. So I think if you were to do a study with 2 people, maybe you would want them to be twins, I guess, but even then that's kind of not accurate just because you can't make a carbon copy of one person. And I said in here, I think 2 people would have to be almost alike, or like the study would have to be done on twins for a more accurate and precise study. If the study is done amongst people, which it probably would be, they would most likely have to meet certain qualifications, and some would have to be sadly excluded, maybe, from the study. So the expected outcomes, based on my proposal so far, I expect to discover that people exposed to music and instruments earlier on in their lives will be more proficient in learning about music, instruments, and be better in their performing, whether that be vocally, instrumentally, or academically, just throughout life. These are all my resources. I got all of them off of the JSTOR site that was in Rowan Campbell Library on that site. Most of them have content that relates to my article. I think there's a couple that kind of go off of it a little bit, and some of them talk about just like skills in general and the effects of learning music and just certain things. Not any of these don't really pertain to my exact research, but a lot of them have good points in the articles that would help back up research that could be done for my research proposal. So yeah, that is my research proposal. I hope that you enjoyed and have a great one. Thank you.